Okay, here we are. Why are we on the screen? Why are we here? Why are we looking at this? Now, there's a reason, right? There's a reason for this. And I'm going to show you. I believe that this is some corrupt bullshit, right? It's the same old story. I don't know what it is with these types of games. Whenever I play a game with a ranking system, strange things happen. Especially if I start posting videos of little edits with music over the top. Oh, does the bullshit start? Right? Oh, does the bullshit start? Right? You get the cheaters come out. You get people that think they own games. Because when this I've said this, it causes so many problems when you have people associate the word livelihood and career with gaming, right? That brings out the fucking weirdos. Let me tell you, do the weirdos come out? Does the bullshit start? Does your pad just keep saying it's disconnected and your screen goes fucking black and you lose matches because of just weird bullshit, right? Someone always randomly appears salty on one of your videos commenting what your KD is, right? Because they're upset. They watch your video and they get upset. I don't know what it is, right, that makes people do that, but they always do it, right? I've got plenty of evidence. Every time it's the same thing, right? Since I started doing this YouTube stuff, mate, let me tell you, like the weird shit that happens is hilarious. But of course, I do it to myself a bit because I do say people have got tiny little dicks if they cheat on games. But I stand by that. You know what I mean? You just ain't got a dick. That's all it is. But this I will not stand for. I will not stand for this. Am I just crying because I can't go flawless? Am I just bad? Does my KD look like this because I'm a bad player? No, no. The answer to all of those things is no, and I'm going to show you why, right? This is corruption, and if this is not corruption, right? If this is not someone that's got a dev friend, right, doing silly things, then as player manipulation of the matchmaking, and it needs to be sorted, addressed immediately. And right now, this second after a dev sees this video, instantly, right? Or they need to be checking their dev team. It's that simple. That's one of the two things. It can't be anything else. There's only those two options: corruption or player manipulation of matchmaking. There is nothing else, right? And I'm going to show you why. Right? Look at this. Take a look at this, right? And we're going to, after I've shown you this, right? After I've shown you this matchmaking, my losses of my matchmaking, right? I'm going to show you a popular streamer's matchmaking, right? And we're going to compare the two, and you can tell me what's wrong, all right? So keep in mind, every player should have the same matchmaking. Every player should have an equal opportunity, right? And in a game matchmaking system from a company that has integrity, right? Everyone should have the same opportunity, the same matchmaking, the same chance, right? And not because one person gets a lot of views, they're getting an easy free ride, right? That should never occur because that's match fixing. That's what that is. And surely there's some type of gaming standard for matchmaking in any game, right? That every company has to adhere to. Surely, right? So let's have a look. First match, if it'll load, here it is. Right, first match, we have a 700 rating ELO player matched with a 900. We have a 1200 silver ELO player matched with a 1300. And my 900 lowest bottom of the pile rank, what am I matched with? An 1800, almost 1900 platinum player. Why is that? That's strange. And look, that player that has got the highest skill rating in the lobby, the highest elo, is 8 kills, complete 5-0 stomp. What a surprise. Maybe the game matchmaking logic was just having a moment, right? Surely that was just a one-off, right? Let's have a look, shall we? Let's see if that was the case or if it's just consistently happening to me. Oh, look, we have a 925 paired with a 997, a 1000 paired with a 1300, and my 901, what am I paired with? A almost 2200 diamond rank player. This is one down from the top rank on the game. Don't forget, I am the bottom rank on this game. I fucking wonder why. Hey, I wonder why that is. 5-0 stomp, right? Let's have a look again. Surely that was just two occasions. That was, that can't keep happening, surely. And it didn't, right? You can say this is fair. I personally believe these players shouldn't be in these matches. But you can say it's fair because there's one on each team, right? Flat on each team. Fine. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Look at this. Look, 5-0 stomp again. For some reason, this 1000 was matched with a 1000. This 900 and this 900 were matched with two gold players. This is like wins and stuff, right? The more wins you get, look. And we lose 16 for this. Look, we lost 16 and they gain 12. No wonder these high elo players stay in the high elo. Hey, it seems like they're never fighting people of their own skill level. Peculiar. 5-0 stomp again. Let's continue on, shall we? Fucking hell, mate. Look, I'm getting rattled. Like, you got to remember that this is my time being wasted here, right? My sister came and picked up Alec, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to smash trials. 28 losses. Fucking what? Mate, are you taking the fucking piss? Mate, you won't be doing that to me. You might have got away with that with other people. You are not doing that to me. So whatever you've done, you need to change that back, right? Because that's I'm not going to fly with me. So let's have a look. A 1200 player, right, matched with a 15, a 16 matched with a 17. All right, you can say that's fair. Right, we lost that match, but that's fair, so that's completely fine, right? No issue with that whatsoever. Is that the one? Yeah. Okay, let's look at the next one. For some reason, like they've paired this player against this player. But look, these players should not be in these lobbies. Look at this. Look. And don't forget, look, minus 25, right? Don't forget, I'm in the bottom rank. And keep in mind the amount of these players that you're seeing. I want you to keep in mind, right? Because the player that I'm going to match my matchmaking against is this rank, right? And you see how many times he's facing people of his own rank, and how many times me and the bottom rank of the game are facing players of that guy's rank. We'll see. Watch this. Watch. But I don't think these players should be in this match because you can see, like, look at the state of it. But complete just waste of time. One player gets all the kills. Dog shit match. You could argue and say that that's fair. You could argue, so that's whatever that one, right? um, like again, this is another shining example of what the fuck is this Bungie, right? Look, say this player is matched against this player. Right? My silver player is matched against a 1400 gold player, and me, what am I matched against? Another plat 1600 player. Guaranteed loss, forced loss. That's what that is. That's a forced loss. No wonder McCady's in the minus. Hey, no wonder. Here we have another shining example of what the fuck is this, right? Can't even barely get a kill. Look, 1100 matched with 1200, 1200 matched with 1300, 800 matched with 1800 plat player. Why is this player in this match? Why? Once again, the top frag, right? So this elo system is clearly correct, right? That's clearly right. That's making me angry. Just look at it. Look, we actually got a 2400 player on our team. Look, but it made sure to put the opposition like this. Like that is simply forced losing. Can't do anything in the match. Just there to lose. I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind fighting them players when I get to that rank. But I'm just consistently fighting them in the bottom rank for some reason. That's a fair matchup. We lost, no issue. Not going to pick at every single thing. If it's fair, that's whatever. That's fair. Right, move on to the next. You could argue that that's fair. Right, that's fair. Whatever. So clearly they can do it, right? But it seems like they're not. Like, look, they can make a fair match, right? But some of the matches, like I say, people have questionable aim, right? But here, look, another like why I don't understand, right? Like you got two silvers, two silvers. You got a 755 and a 1400, 9 kills, just completely pointless match. Like almost a 5-0 stomp, just another pointless match. What is this? I don't even see this one. This is like, yeah, look, like that's why they just shouldn't be. Look, when these players are in the match, look, I can't even get one kill. Look, why am I in these matches? I don't understand. I can't remember where I was now, so I'm gonna have to click back up. Was it here? Was this the one I was at? But no, look, here's another shining example of just one-sided matchmaking. What is this? Have you noticed that it's consistently one-sided as well? Like two bronze versus two golds and a silver versus a silver. What is this matchmaking? What is this? 5-0 complete stomp, zero kill, zero kill. Look, people in the rank, you know, in the same rank that we can't get a kill. We should be able to because these two players should not be in this lobby. Right? It's that simple. Like they should not be in the lobby, but they are. Right? I can't remember where I was. Oh yeah, that's that one. Is that the same one? Yeah, click up. I want to get to the 4-win bit because it's just fucking hilarious. Right, here is another look. But we managed to do all right. Look, we managed to do all right in this match. But you can see, look, for some reason, silver, 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 they're paired together, right? My match is a 1500 gold just to make sure that I lose. Like 11 kills. Absolute pointless match. A player way too high a rank being in a lobby with people of my rank. That is ridiculous, right? Twice the rank. Completely ridiculous. There's enough players on the game for that not to happen, though. And if someone's trying to say there isn't, I'm not listening to it. Like, because you can see them when we're going along. Same thing again. Exact same thing again. I managed to pop off a bit in this match, but look, eventually you do lose. Look, because the silver is matched with the silver, right? And then me, I am matched with this. Why? Why? Or you can say this guy is, whatever, right? Not me in particular. But why is this player in this match? Why? And then I managed to get 4 wins. I finally managed to string together 4 wins. And when you can see, when the matchmaking is fair, look, I perform. You can see, right? Look, bronzes versus silvers, right? Look, you can see quality close to matchmaking. Look, I perform, right? But when you put me in a match with diamond players, I can't perform because those players are, probably been playing for longer than me. They're in the zone. They know what they're using. You know what I mean? Like, don't forget, even though this is like my fifth weekend now, I'm only really playing at the weekends. Like, do you know what I mean? Like the PvP anyway. And what did it do after I got these 4 wins? Oh, that made sure that I lost. That's what it did. Look at this. Look, they made sure they forced me to lose. This is forced losing. That's what this is. This is forced losing. Look at this. This gold, say matched with this gold, right? This 712 matched with a 1500 for some reason. And a my 968 matched with a 2100 diamond player. For what reason is this player in this match? Right? Just for what reason? This should be 2 silvers or 2 bronze. But for some reason, the force losing has put in a 2100 diamond player. For what reason? 5-0 stomp. What a surprise. What a surprise. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? This is corruption. That's what this is literally. Right, this is fair. This is what matchmaking should look like. This is a fair match. We lost this. Yeah, we lost this match. No worries, right? Just that is what it is. We lost this match. I remember this match because this guy, when I played against him in that last match, was really good. But then when he was on my team, he didn't do anything. I was raging about it. But look, you can see once again the reason why he couldn't and I couldn't do much. The reason why, is it? It's because for some reason, right? This guy was matched with this guy. This guy was close, matched sort of close to this guy. And me, who did I get matched with? A 1950 platinum player. For what reason is this player in this match? For what reason? I can't see a reason why this player would be put into this match other than forcing me to lose matches. That's the only reason I can think of. Unless you can think of one, feel free to comment in the chat. What reason was that player in that match? Same thing again. Here we are again with the bullshit, right? Say this guy is matched with this guy. This guy is matched with this guy. I'm matched with this. How? What is this matchmaking on this game that they've got? 5-0. Complete stomp waste of time. Once again, forced loss. Once again, a forced loss. Let's look at the next one, shall we? Oh, look. What a surprise. This gold player has been matched with this player, right? That's the closest to 15, 16, right? 17 platinum player matched with this platinum player. My 975 bronze rust bottom of the pile rank. What have I been matched with? A 2000 diamond player. Keep track of these diamond players now, won't you? Don't be forgetting how many of them there are. Don't be forgetting. The next match, let's have a look. Right. So my 1000 is matched with this 1000. This 1200 is matched with this 1200. This bronze, this 700 bronze on my team, they got matched with, you guessed it, a 2200 diamond player. And guess what that diamond player did? They got every kill in the match, pretty much. Completely pointless match and a waste of time. Almost like forced losing. Hey, that's what it looks like to me. Okay, once again, we have a silver player matched with a bronze player, a silver player matched with a 1900 platinum player for some reason, and a 1300 player matched with a 2200 diamond player. For what reason? For what reason are these players being put in these matches? I can't understand it. You're not telling me that there's not enough players you have just seen alone from the matchmaking that I have shown you. Consistent bronze and silver players on my team. There's enough players, right? But for some reason, they keep putting these players in. And what this causes is you get this friction, right? Um, I have seen this last weekend. I had one of these players on my team. I didn't even need to see the stat tracker, right? I knew that was a diamond player on my team. And he went in and killed the enemy team 5 rounds in a row. And on the fourth round, he said, "Are you going to help me?" And got asked. He was getting angry, right? Saying, "I'm doing this on my own. You're not even helping me." And I said, "Me and my teammate, my random teammate, we both said the same thing. How can we help you? By the time we've got halfway, you have unusually headshot the entire enemy team. The entire team is dead by the time we can get there." And this guy's complaining at the end of the match. He put, "You're welcome." I said, "You shouldn't have even been in the match, mate. Clearly, you shouldn't have been in this match." Like, do you know what I mean? And he was angry. Right, the guy that they put in for some reason, like he was angry. The high skill player, whatever you want to say, he was angry because he felt like we weren't helping him. Me and my teammate were angry because we didn't get to play the match. He was killing everyone. And the enemy team are angry because they didn't get to play either. They died the entire time to someone consistently headshotting them, right? So no one, not one player in that match had fun. Not one player. Even the on the winning team, even the guy getting all the kills, he didn't have fun. He felt annoyed because he was doing all the work. right? So not one player had fun. That is a dog shit system. Clearly, no one enjoyed that. Not one player, right? And I haven't spoke to many people. I'm not going to lie. I think I spoke to like 6 people, like on the headset. Random people that have invited me to do things. I'll always join you if I'm not doing nothing. If you invite me, I will join you, and help you do anything. But the people I have spoke to have always said they don't want to be carried in trials. So this bullshit of putting a diamond player, stop doing it. No one likes it. Like not even the person that you're putting, not even the diamond player. You need to separate that. People need to be fighting each other at like a 300 elo difference, and that is it. Like, even if people have to wait for a match, if you're that good, you shouldn't mind. If you've got to that, you should not mind. Um, but I don't know, man. Like I say, there's clearly enough players, right? And I matched this after losing my shit with this, right? I started to get angry. You can see it on my YouTube posts. I started to get angry about it, right? Because I was already frustrated from the last weekend I played, right? Because I knew something wasn't right from the last weekend that I played. Keep in mind, I'm a better player all round now, right? Than when I first started. But now there's no chance in me going flawless. It has been taken away from me, right? Because I am being forced to lose matches and consistently fight diamond and platinum players. You've seen it. It's not a made up story. You have seen it. Consistent matching against people who are almost the top rank in the game, right? Ridiculous matchups, completely pointless. Now, I thought instead of kicking off, I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to think about this. What can I do? I'm going to go and match my matchmaking against someone else's. So I scrolled through YouTube, right, and I found another player. Um, I haven't, but this is not a personal attack. I'm not even going to say this person's name, right? But I have never seen this person before. But they are a popular person because they had a load of views on their video, right? So I thought, right, I'm going to check this guy's stuff out. So I went and typed his name in, and here's 9 of his wins. I'm going to put it on the screen. Not going to show you nothing else but the ranks in his lobbies, right? This is just to prove a point. It's all from the same day, like mine, right? It's all from the same day, the exact same. In fact, it's the exact same day, right? Right. And you'll see the different elos. That's because I was on my phone and I was clicking something, right? Then coming off it, and I couldn't remember which one I clicked on. But this is just 9 wins, all from the same day. I haven't pressed show more or nothing like that on the thing, right? 9 wins from this guy, and he is a diamond rank, right? And he only faced in his 9 random wins, right? In these 9 wins, he only faced one player of his own rank. The rest of the time, he was fighting people 4 ranks, sometimes lower than him, consistently. Now, me in the bottom rank, I am fighting more players of this player's rank than the player in Diamond is facing. This makes no sense, right? This is fixed matchmaking. This is forced losing. And if I was Bungie and my integrity of the game of my game was on the line, because that's what this is, right? The integrity of your game is now in question from this alone, right? Comparing my matchmaking to that streamer's and seeing that, I am disgusted. And if that is big, if it's a view problem, right? If you get special treatment because of views, believe me, I'll make sure this video get views. Trust me, I will make sure that every comment section on every platform for everything has this video in it, right? To get people to click on it. I didn't ever do that, right? But if you're going to do this to me, this ain't going to fly with me. You're not doing this to me, right? So I suggest you change this, and I want it in writing. That's not a demand, right? This is not a demand, but I want it in writing from you why my matchmaking looks like this and that guy's matchmaking look like that. Don't forget, I'm a paying customer and I'm not demanding you. I don't want someone else. I don't want a different content creator given the reason why. I want the reason why. I want you. I'm going to try and find a way to contact you, a direct way to contact you, and I want you to tell me in writing why this has happened. This is corruption. This is literally corruption, or this is player manipulation. They're the only 2 things. There's no other reason that that guy would have a completely different matchmaking to me on a game where everyone should have the exact same matchmaking, right? Everyone. right? That's what it should be. So if I had that guy's matchmaking, right, technically I would only fight people. What is my elo right now? If I had that guy's matchmaking, I would only fight people of my rank once in 9 games, right? And then after that, I would only the rest of the time I would fight people that are like bronze 400. Literally, if I had the same matchmaking as this streamer, and I checked it, don't get it twisted, right? I checked that again this morning. These are from yesterday on the screen, right? I checked that again this morning. This guy had a 10 win streak, and he only fought a diamond player in that 10 win streak 3 times, and 2 of them were in the same match. The rest of the time, he was fighting bronze, silver, and gold players. Very peculiar, isn't it? Very peculiar that those players aren't fighting players of their own skill level, but I am consistently fighting people 5 ranks above me. That is forced losing. This is corruption, and I won't stand for it. Surely there has to be some type of gaming standard they have to adhere to with their matchmaking. Like, do you know what I mean? Because this is corruption. I'd check your dev team. I would, because this is quite literally forced losing. That's what this is, and the proof is here. You can't deny it. It's right here. But I'll leave that with you. All right. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Right. Because to me, that looks like corruption. That looks like someone is intentionally um, tuned my matchmaking to make sure that I can't win more than what is it? What was it? 4 matches consecutively because they're doing this. Look at my rank. They're doing this, right? Consistently. Don't forget, it's not on the odd time. This is consistent. This is forced losing. I'll leave that with you anyway, and I'll catch you in the next one.